When I returned to work after an emergency month-long medical leave, I was still tender but grateful to be alive. A new specialist had ordered an MRI during what should have been a routine appointment, and within a day I was in surgery. They removed a massive, benign growth, nearly 18 pounds, that had been compressing several organs. According to the surgeon, I was maybe a week away from total organ failure. I woke up terrified and relieved all at once. My vitals stabilized quickly, my breathing improved, and although the internal changes were the most important, the most noticeable change was external. My clothing size had dropped from XXL to a medium almost overnight. My doctors hadn't expected such a dramatic visual difference, but it happened. I assumed people at work would ask questions. I'd prepared a simple reply: emergency surgery. I'm okay now. Most coworkers accepted that and moved on except one, a woman named Brianna. On my first day back, Brianna approached my desk with an overfamiliar smile. She said she wished I had come to her for real weight loss coaching instead of cheating. According to her, I'd regain everything and she'd be there to help when it happened. I knew she fancied herself some sort of wellness mentor, but I hadn't expected to be her next project. When she asked why I'd chosen to butcher my body instead of working hard, I told her I'd had emergency surgery to remove a tumor. She rolled her eyes and immediately told another coworker I just didn't want to admit the truth. By my second week back, near the end of a shift, she showed up at my office door in workout clothes. She offered to accompany me to the gym so I wouldn't be scared to go alone. My surgeon still hadn't cleared me to lift my toddler, let alone weights. I told her no. She called me lazy and left like she'd won some sort of competition. The next day, I missed a meeting for a scheduled medical follow-up. Brianna used the opportunity to rant about me to the entire Colleagues later told me she claimed that if I couldn't commit to proper discipline, I couldn't commit to my job. HR flagged her comments and called for a mediation meeting, which, at our company, can impact your annual bonus. I didn't understand why I had to sit down with someone who had been harassing me. In the meeting, Brianna said my new appearance was triggering and that I should have warned her before my surgery. I'd barely had enough time to call my spouse and arrange childcare, let alone notify coworkers. HR admitted I wasn't required to disclose medical information, but suggested things might go smoother if I told her more. I refused. They shrugged and said they couldn't stop her from talking. I left shaking. After Thanksgiving, my doctor helped me file ADA paperwork, didn't carry much weight with the company. That was the moment I hired an attorney. Following my lawyer's guidance, I reached out to the company's chief HR officer, someone above all the people I'd been dealing with, and asked why my documented medical accommodations were being treated as optional. She had no idea any of this was happening. I explained everything: Brianna's harassment, the pressured mediation, the emails, the director dismissing my medical documents. She scheduled a meeting with me and my lawyer immediately. She listened, took notes, and looked furious. She approved extended paid medical leave for me and assured us that Brianna's behavior would be addressed. For a while, things were quiet. I later learned that the HR staff responsible for the mediation and retaliatory behavior were terminated. Brianna wasn't fired at first. Apparently HR had misguided her, but she was placed on a strict performance plan. While I focused on recovery, something new happened. One weekend, my doorbell rang. Brianna stood on my porch with two strangers. She said she was worried about my physical and professional well-being and wanted to demonstrate exercises, give me supplement samples, and discuss a business opportunity. She had become heavily involved in an MLM.